Welcome back to Courtroom Conversations on the Classic Courtroom YouTube channel. We break down the most fascinating legal cases making headlines. I'm your host, Dylan Brooks Hamilton.
And I'm Susan Kelly Ashford.
Today, we're diving into a case that has everyone talking, a packaging error with the potential to shake up how companies market to kids in the digital age. Before we unpack this, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the legal world.
So, grab your gavel because this one's a doozy. We're talking about Mattel. It's
Check.
the Mattel behind iconic toys like Barbie and Hot Wheels. And they're facing a lawsuit over a rather unexpected mishap with their Wicked dolls. You know those dolls based on the smash hit musical and the recent movie?
Okay, let's set the stage. These Wicked dolls hit the shelves, parents are scooping them up for their little theater fans, and everything seems to be going smoothly, right?
Well, not quite. It turns out the packaging for these dolls included a QR code, you know those little square barcodes you scan with your phone?
Yeah.
And a URL, both supposedly leading to wicked.com for, I guess, more wicked fun.
Sounds innocent enough. So what's the problem?
The problem is that wicked.com isn't what anyone expected. It's not the official movie website. It's an adult website. Imagine the shock when parents and kids scan that code, expecting to see Elphaba and Glinda. And instead, well, you get the picture.
Whoa. Talk about a marketing mishap.
Mm-hmm.
But it gets even more complicated, right? Because we're not just talking about a harmless little mistake here. This led to a full-blown lawsuit.
Exactly. A South Carolina mother named Holly Ricketson is leading the charge. Her lawsuit claims that she and her daughter were irreparably harmed after encountering this explicit content, and she's seeking damages for negligence, breach of warranty, false advertising, the whole legal shebang.
No, I'm no legal expert, but those sound like some serious accusations. It's not just about getting a refund on the doll anymore, is it?
Not at all. Ricketson's lawyer is arguing that Mattel knew, or at least should have known, that using a generic URL like wicked.com carried a pretty significant risk, especially when you're marketing these dolls directly to children. So this case is becoming less about a simple packaging error and more about holding companies accountable for protecting kids in the digital age.
So how did Mattel respond to all of this? Did they just try to sweep it under the rug?
Well, to their credit, they did acknowledge the mistake and issued an apology. They also corrected the packaging on future dolls and emphasized that the dolls themselves are safe and completely unaffected by this packaging error. They even advised customers to either discard the original packaging or obscure the incorrect link.
So problem solved, right? Everyone's happy.
Not quite. While Mattel offered solutions for dealing with the faulty packaging, they stopped short of offering refunds to those who had already purchased the dolls with the incorrect link. And that's a key point of contention in this lawsuit. Ricketson's argument is that this goes beyond just a refund. It's about setting a precedent for corporate responsibility, especially when it comes to marketing products to vulnerable groups like children. This case raises some big questions about the lengths companies should go to when it comes to ensuring the safety of their youngest consumers in a digital landscape.
This isn't the first time we've seen companies grapple with the challenges of marketing to kids in the digital age, right? I mean, think about all the data privacy concerns and the debate over targeted advertising. This case feels like it's tapping into those same anxieties, but with a whole new twist.
Absolutely. And it highlights the need for incredibly rigorous quality control measures, particularly when dealing with products aimed at children. We live in a world where a simple scan of a QR code can expose a child to inappropriate content. It's a sobering reminder that even the smallest oversights can have pretty significant consequences.
It's almost ironic, isn't it? We're talking about Wicked, a story all about good versus evil, morality and the consequences of our choices. And then you have this packaging mishap that inadvertently exposes children to content that's, well, anything but good.
It's like a real-life plot twist, ripped straight from the musical itself. You couldn't script this kind of irony. But on a serious note, it really underscores the responsibility companies have when they're marketing products, especially to children. This case could have a ripple effect, influencing how companies approach packaging and marketing in the future.
It makes you think. In an age where everything is interconnected, how can companies better ensure the safety of their products, especially those aimed at children? What kind of safeguards can they put in place to prevent something like this from happening again?
That's the million-dollar question. It's something that courts and lawmakers will likely be grappling with for years to come. This case could very well shape the legal landscape for product liability and marketing practices in the digital age.
And we'll be right here on Courtroom Conversations, following every twist and turn of this case, and others like it.
Now, before we wrap up, It's worth noting that despite this whole debacle, Wicked the movie has been a massive success. The first part brought in over $365 million worldwide at the box office, and that's not even counting all the merchandise sales, which ironically include these very dolls at the center of the lawsuit.
And to add to the intrigue, the second part of the movie is set to premiere in November 2025. So even with this packaging mishap, the Wicked franchise continues to enchant audiences worldwide. It'll be interesting to see how this case unfolds as the franchise's popularity continues to grow. So where does this leave us? What are the key takeaways from this whole Wicked packaging saga?
Well, I think it serves as a powerful reminder that what seems like a small error, a misplaced URL on a product's packaging, can snowball into a major legal battle with far-reaching implications. It really emphasizes the importance of vigilance, especially in today's digital world, where even the smallest mistake can be amplified and have unintended consequences.
It also shines a light on the critical need for corporate responsibility and accountability, particularly when it comes to marketing to children. Companies need to be proactive in safeguarding their youngest consumers, recognizing the unique vulnerabilities they face in the digital age.
And it really begs the question, in this increasingly digital world, where the lines between marketing and technology are blurring, how can companies better protect children? How do we balance the incredible potential of technology with the need to ensure the safety and well-being of our most vulnerable consumers?
It's a complex issue with no easy answers. It's not just about Mattel. It's about any company that uses technology to market to kids. We're talking about video games, apps, social media platforms, the whole digital landscape.
And that's why this case is so significant. It's forcing us to confront some really tough questions about corporate responsibility, digital literacy, and the future of marketing in an increasingly interconnected world.
This isn't just a legal battle. It's a societal conversation we need to be having. Parents, educators, lawmakers, we all have a role to play in shaping a digital world that's safe and empowering for children.
This case is a stark reminder that the digital age presents us with both incredible opportunities and potential risks. And it's up to all of us to navigate this landscape responsibly, ensuring that the well-being of children remains at the forefront of our decisions.
Well said. This Wicked packaging mishap has certainly sparked a lot of important conversations. And here at Courtroom Conversations, we'll continue to follow this case closely and explore its implications for the future of marketing and child safety in the digital age.
We encourage all of you to weigh in on this issue as well. What are your thoughts on this case? How can companies strike that delicate balance between innovation and responsibility when it comes to marketing to kids in the digital age? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.
And if you found this deep dive into the Wicked packaging lawsuit insightful, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more in-depth legal analyses. We're here every week, breaking down the most compelling courtroom dramas and exploring their impact on our lives.
Thanks for joining us here on Courtroom Conversations.
Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and keep those gavels handy.